In Montana's rugged wilderness, hidden lakes lie between untouched forests and towering peaks, places where the modern world simply disappears. Here, in the vast expanse of North America, are landscapes sculpted by ancient ice, an enduring time, a testament to the raw, untamed power of the natural world. These are not merely bodies of water, they are the very heart of the wild, cradled in stone and silence, reflecting skies that have remained unchanged for millennia. They are sanctuaries, holding the secrets of the earth in their crystalline depths, waiting for those few who are willing to seek them out. This is a land of giants. From the dramatic ice-carved valleys of Glacier National Park, to the formidable spine of the Bitterroot Range, and the immense roadless territory of the Bob Marshall Wilderness, Montana presents a scale of nature that is truly humbling. It is a world away from the familiar hum of civilization, while many will follow the well-trodden path of the Going to the Sun road, witnessing spectacular vistas from the comfort of their vehicles. The true essence of this place lies beyond the pavement, far from the summer crowds. There, a different kind of journey begins. Our first destination, Avalanche Lake, reveals itself not with a grand, immediate gesture, but through a gentle, immersive approach. The journey begins on a trail that winds through a magnificent old-growth forest, a cathedral of western red cedar. Some of these trees have stood for centuries, their immense trunks forming a dense canopy that filters the sunlight into a soft, ethereal glow. The air here is cool and damp, rich with the scent of pine needles and moist earth. This forest is not merely a path, it is a living, breathing ecosystem. Ferns and mosses carpet the ground, thriving in the perpetual shade. The silence is punctuated by the distant rush of water and the chirping of unseen birds flitting through the high branches. Every step along this boardwalk trail is a step deeper into a world untouched by modern forestry. Suddenly, the dense woods give way, and the scene opens dramatically. There, nestled at the base of a sheer mountain wall, is Avalanche Lake. Its waters are a startling shade of turquoise, a color derived from fine glacial silt. This sediment is the product of immense glaciers grinding away at the surrounding rock. To reach our next destination, we must ascend. Hidden Lake Basin is a world apart from the forested valleys below, a high alpine realm where the trees give way to open sky and panoramic vistas. The journey itself is a gradual unveiling of this dramatic landscape. The trail climbs steadily, leaving the dense forest behind. Here, the scale of the mountains becomes overwhelmingly apparent, their jagged peaks scraping against the vast blue canvas of the sky. This is a fragile and beautiful ecosystem. During the brief summer months, these high meadows burst into a riot of color. A carpet of wildflowers, Indian paintbrush, glacier lilies, bear grass, covers the slopes, attracting a host of pollinators. Marmots, the stout furry sentinels of the high country, can often be seen sunning themselves, a hurried, urgent affair, a race against the encroaching return of winter's deep snows. As the trail crests the Overlook, a truly breathtaking sight is revealed. Far below lies Hidden Lake, often as smooth as glass, reflecting the immense form of Bear Hat Mountain. The reflection is so clear, it creates a stunning optical illusion, a mountain plunging into the sky. This incredible stillness is a product of the basin's geography. The water itself is exceptionally clear, a deep, cold sapphire blue. It is a sanctuary of stillness, a high-altitude mirror reflecting the majesty of the Rocky Mountains. Our journey now takes us to a place that seems to defy the seasons, a corner of Montana that clings to winter even in the height of summer, Iceberg Lake. The trail to reach it is a long but gradual ascent, a spectacular hike in its own right, offering ever-expanding views of the Tarmigan Wall, a massive, continuous ridge. Each step brings us higher into the alpine zone, bighorn sheep grazing on the steep, grassy inclines. A golden eagle might be seen riding the thermal updrafts. Then, after rounding a final bend, the lake appears. First stunning view of Iceberg Lake, filled with floating chunks of ice. Even in late July or August, the water is dotted with miniature icebergs. Substantial chunks calve off lingering snowfields and small shaded glaciers. They drift lazily across the surface, their shapes constantly changing as they melt. The lake sits at the base of a 3,000-foot headwall, a sheer cliff that sees little direct sunlight. Snow accumulates to incredible depths, persisting through the short summer. Compacted over years, it acts like a miniature glacier, slowly creeping toward the lake, depositing its icy payload into the frigid water. Looking down, the submerged portions of the icebergs glow with an ethereal blue light. The acoustics are remarkable. A rock dislodged high above echoes and reverberates. It is a stark, almost Arctic scene, an unforgettable encounter with the power of ice. We now venture to the far northwestern corner of Glacier National Park, the North Fork. This is one of the most remote and least visited parts of the park, accessible only by long, unpaved roads. It is a commitment to get here, and that commitment preserves profound isolation and pristine wilderness. Our destination is Kintla Lake, the most secluded of the park's large, finger-like lakes, a place where the modern world feels not just distant, but entirely non-existent. The dusty, often rough road winds through miles of forest, much of it recovering from past fires, now a mosaic of charred trunks and vibrant new growth. The relative lack of traffic means wildlife sightings are common. Upon arrival, Kintla is immense, quiet grandeur, a long, narrow body of water stretching deep into the Livingston Range. The mountains rise steeply from the water's edge, forested slopes giving way to bare, jagged rock. The water is remarkably clear and cold, reflecting the deep green of old-growth forests. Lodgepole pine, spruce, and fir come right down to the shoreline, an unbroken wall of nature. Exploration by canoe is perfect, humbling scale, only the dip of the paddle, and a loon's distant call. It is prime grizzly habitat. Visitors must be acutely aware. Native bull trout require the coldest, purest water, proof of the lake's exceptional health. As darkness comes, the sky becomes a breathtaking spectacle, stars mirrored in the absolute quiet. Similar to Kintla, our final lake, Bowman Lake, lies in the quiet North Fork district. An unpaved road discourages casual tourism and preserves the backcountry atmosphere. Bowman is larger and more expansive, a vast sheet of turquoise against an iconic backdrop. Its beauty is both grand and intimate, vast panoramas and quiet, secluded corners. It stretches for 7 miles into the wilderness, brilliantly colored and calm. The distinctive turquoise hue comes from glacial silt carried down by Bowman Creek. At the far end, Rainbow Peak and the sheer face of Mount Custer command the scene. The lake's character changes with the light. Morning mist burns away, reflections flawless. A moment of profound peace. The gentle lapping of water, the cry of an osprey. While more visited than Kintla, Bowman retains a wild, backcountry feel. Live by the lake's rhythm, watch light change on peaks, hear wind in the pines. It is a base camp for deeper exploration. Trails lead into the high country. Cold, clear streams form small deltas as they enter the lake. The shoreline mixes colorful pebbles and sand, small wonders under crystal water. Critical habitat. Native fish feed grizzlies, eagles, and other predators. Deer and elk roam the forests, vast enough to feel wild, yet calm and inviting for quiet contemplation, deeply peaceful. Our journey through Montana's hidden glacial lakes comes to an end, but the impression they leave is indelible. From the forested intimacy of Avalanche Lake, to the Arctic beauty of Iceberg, and the profound solitude of Kintla and Bowman, each is a unique expression of nature's artistry. They are more than destinations, they are reservoirs of silence, clarity, and wildness. These places remind us of geological time and the delicate beauty of a balanced ecosystem. True wealth is not what we build, but what we are wise enough to preserve. If you love untouched wilderness and crystal lakes surrounded by mountains, subscribe and join Global Explorer every Monday and Friday.